At first it looked to be headed back to the table, which would not be a big deal because the cream horns are frozen and splatters are actually not much of a concern today, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. The cream horn, the self-same, whose trajectory had sent it spinning out of Aunt G's pretty decent attempt to hold things with shaky hands, was now headed straight for Gerald! Gerald heard someone say Gerald, and it sounded to him like Gerald, his own self, had said it. He didn't remember saying anything, but the bewildering queerness of his own voice shouting his own name at himself from inside his mind startled the hero into spilling his ass on the splintery floor. It goes without saying that he broke eye contact with the breakfast dessert. Not that that had anything to do with it floating. When it fell, it looked like it might have intended to take a detour to hit Gerald right in his front access scar repository. His reflex was to interpret any variety of projectiline discharge as a direct attack against his person. As a result, he ducked just in time to look very foolish and fall off the bar stool with a worrying thud. Worrying to us, dear readers, not to his family. The cream horn just kind of donked against the table, no big deal, wasn't even near him. Turned out it was frozen solid the whole time. No fuss, no muss. Might have mentioned that earlier, but Gerald! This time the call came from inside the mouth of Uncle Moham to encouragement from his unraveling wife and their frothing bio son. "What did you do?" "Do?" said Ralphio. "What is wrong with you, child?" Gerald rose to his feet, scratching out the splinters that had lodged in his hands and knees at his moment of impact with the dilapidated wood paneling. He knew better than to deny his involvement, whence came to roost Aunt Griskin's compulsive need to avoid thinking about her pickled body's increasingly public disintegration of its tissue and form at the hands of her undeniable alcoholism.